Building images. We know that our pod contains a container, and this container comes from a container image, and this container image contains our workload. So it's a pretty important piece of our pod. Let's see together how we can build such an image. So what I've got here is a pretty simple application, a Spring Boot application. And before I start building my container image, I first need to build the project itself. Since it's a Maven project, I can just do Maven clear package, and that will build the jar file, the runnable jar file. Okay, I'm done, it's built. Now I'm ready to build my container image. And what do I need for that? Well, I need two things. I need to have Docker running on my machine, and I need a file called Docker file. Docker file is the file that describes how to build my container image and which commands need to be run when I start my container. Let's take a look at our Docker file here. It's a pretty simple one. It always starts with the keyword from that specify our base image. Here we are using an OpenGDK base image, so I'm sure I have a GDK. I need that for my jar file. I set some environment variables. I copy my jar file to my work dir inside the container. I expose the port, and finally the cmd command that specify which command will be run when I start my container. Okay, so now I can do docker build, and then I specify a tag. In this case, I always start here with the username of my Docker username, for instance. And then I give it the name I want, boot demo version 1. And there we go. Last thing not to forget, the ending dot to say we're working in the current directory. And that will build my container image. Successfully built, successfully tagged, okay? Remember, my Docker container image is only in my local registry for now. I will need to push it to a public or an internal registry that is accessible by my Kubernetes cluster. But before that, let's try to run it. I can do that by doing docker run -it for interactive terminal. Let's remove it when we're done. I give it a name, and then I specify the tag. There we go. And look at this, I got my container running. That's all I wanted to show. Remember, if you want to be able to run this container image from your pods, you need to push it to a registry. You just do that by docker push, specifying the tag name, and it will push that to your public registry. Thank you. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like this video and to subscribe to the channel.